Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grigby's War in the West as we play the Bulge to the Rhine scenario. So, this is a remarkably hard scenario. It's difficult to explain. The difficulty comes from just getting that right position. If you get the right position, and if the AI reacts in just the right way, you can try to make progress and try to ultimately secure the port of Antwerp. Which is the purpose of the Ardenne Offensive, and which we are to try to do. Now, we do have our air doctrines already said, but they are bloody well suicidal. I can see the reasoning behind. There's a hell of a lot of, well, there's not really too many here. There's a lot of planes over here. But honestly, it's suicidal, and we are not going to do that one. We are instead going to try to concentrate as much force as humanly possible in this attack over here. So we're going to send as many planes as we possibly can. So I'm going to cancel these attacks over here. Okay. Now, instead, what we might go for then is... I mean, I could potentially attack the rail here. That would make it difficult for these guys. We'll just go for reconnaissance for the time being. Yeah, there. Okay. I need some reconnaissance over this area. I'm not assigning that many escorts. I mean, we'll assign a few planes, but we don't need that many. So I'll assign 53 BF-109s. That should be an adequate escort. I don't want to throw that many planes into the air yet, because I am going to need them. Right. There we go. That's you sorted. Now you, my friend. I need you on, well... I think I'll have you on, possibly SPR02, but that's not going to be needed. There's really very little in the way of planes out here. There's not much, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, cancel these attacks. Right, there we go. Ah, right. Wrong command. It's you that needs to have that mission, which you do, actually. That's good then. Okay, there we go. So what I need now is basically ground support. And reconnaissance, of course. Lots of reconnaissance. So we'll go for this area here. I'm going to need a lot of that reconnaissance right there. I'm going to take a lot of this away. There we go. 70 fights should be more than enough. Interestingly enough, we do have some ME-410s here, which are really interesting aircraft. Really cool. Yeah, there we go. I've actually signed them. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I'll sign the ME-410s, as well as the other reconnaissance aircraft. There we go. Then, 62 Focke-Wulf 190s, and that should be a good... There we go. Then the rest of them? We'll have them on good ground support. Okay, so you will fly with the 5th Panzer Army. Confirm. That's a hell of a lot of planes. You will fly with the 6th Panzer Army, the 6th SS Panzer Army. So we do need to release a lot of these planes here. A lot of them are set to night. There we go, 566 planes there. Right, confirm. So that should serve as well. We're going to get some reconnaissance going on over here, and we're going to get the reconnaissance going on over here. Hopefully a hell of a lot less depth. Well, a hell of a lot less deaths, I should say. Right. And execute. Order 66. So you can see here we're flying a lot of sorties. We have lost a few planes, but not too many. Those reconnaissance planes, though, are bloody well valuable. Yeah, we ran a lot of flights there. Hell of a lot of flights. But I do need this information. Right, so we lost 103 aircraft. Ultimately, maybe worthwhile, but we can see that we have a accurate, more so. Let's see. Air reconnaissance levels. Not that good, really. But still better than what we had before. Okay. So now where the hell do we attack? Well, the thing is, this isn't going to be a one-turn thing. We need to push here and around. That's what I need to do. Taking Liege would be fantastic, but this is where we need to push. I mean, Baston is over here, but I need to ignore Baston. For the time being, anyway. I need to push through these units. Or even through here. That could be potentially easier, considering there's less forces in this area. But it's hard to say. The terrain does not favour us, really. The weather does not favour us. It's pretty awful. So where do we attack? That's the question here. If I attack here, I have to go through 3 units anyway, but there's a lot more here. Let's see. I do have a bunch of artillery, but I can try to throw into this as well. Reserve. Reserve. Okay. Ideally, I could try to get this out of the way. That would be fantastic. Right, fort 26%. Fort 18%. At least you can see the level of the fortification, so that's quite nice. See, these guys are right out in the open here. So we have US cavalry and 2 brigades of US infantry. Hardly anything threatening, but still, we'll have to deal with it. Now, I do have some reserves over here. I could throw them into the fight there. Yeah, you'd probably be able to do a lot better there. So we'll throw you in here. Yep, you can actually join into that attack now. So what I'm going to do here is... Do I attack here first and try to rout them? If I rout them, that's the best thing, but I'm going to have to really put everything into an attack. And that's going to cost me. But ultimately, we need to do this. It's the place where I can concentrate the most amount of force. There's nowhere else where I could concentrate anywhere near this amount of force. So we are going to go for it. So let's see if we can rout the enemy here. You can see that's 100,000 men. Right, only one of them was routed. Nowhere near as good as I was hoping for. But we'll have to try to make do with that. Okay. Now I do have these SS Panzers, which I'm going to move forward. There we go, so this is a significant amount of force here. I'm going to try and break through here. Okay, Volt's artillery brigades are being committed to the fight. Right, okay. Still not quite the result I wanted there. I needed them to retreat down this way, and that would have been great for me. But we'll make the best of what we can do. Okay, now we do have more armor, which I'm going to move up. We do have another under strength. Severely under strength. Get some engineers in here. Okay. So I could try to attack these guys over here. Or I could try and get through here, which I will try. Where do I have the most chance of success? If I push them out of the way, I can try to get through there. I mean, I don't know if this is another unit, it's probably one of those units just kicked out of the area. I mean, that's showing 21 combat value, that's showing 1. So I think we should try here then, instead. I think that's the wisest move. Okay, got through. Importantly, we can move up. Yep, you can see here. So that did cost us a significant amount of power there. Move you back. Move those Panzer Grenadiers up. I could move the artillery forward. No, I can't with those guys. No, they're not in range. So try and break through here. Good, good, good. Very good. That's what I needed. Okay. Need something to secure this. Could move one of them. So you can see that costs them a significant amount of ammunition. Right. 22 there. Try and force our way through. Yes. I should have a armoured brigade. Yep, Panzer Brigade. Okay. Now, this is the most important thing. We won't be able to break through this turn, but we have forced the enemy into such a position where they are going to find it difficult to try and contain me next turn. So what we're going to have to do is try to get as much in the way of supply down here. Now we do have 2 depots on level 4 priority, which is fantastic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take supply from other areas. Namely here. So we're going to take this priority down. Essen. Oddly, I can't change that. I suppose that's just a level 4 depot by default then. Well, it would make sense. It is basically a large victory location. So that does make sense. Okay. Yep, 2, 1, yep. I could... Actually, no, there's not really much I can take away from. So we'll keep it at that level for now then. So that's fine. We do have these forces here, which could potentially... Though I think I'm going to pull back here. I'll pull this one division back there. Ah, I do have another SS. Ah. Do I go there? Or do I go there? Either way, I'm not going to be able to push through this turn. So I'll go here, in fact. See, I only have 60, so I'm going to save that until next turn. Okay, move our units forward. Basically be in a position ready to move up. Okay, Army Grigby. Where the heck is Army Grigby? It's Army Grigby H. Oh, there you are. Okay. I didn't even notice you there. Right. Would probably be significantly better if I have them on the actual depot. I could have them moved up there, actually. Which is probably a better location, perhaps. Ah, we do have another group of panzers here. That will be greatly useful. Okay, we're going to get it all in here. If I can get all the armor into this one push, then that will be absolutely fantastic. Though that is weaken us in other areas, we are going to have to try to drastically strengthen the west wall, or at least make it so it can hold. We do have some mountain divisions here too, that would be useful. But I'm going to have this sent north instead. So we'll have it sent over here. Okay, take them off the train. Have them reassigned to a command nearby. So in the following turn we can have them basically fill in these gaps here. I'm gonna have you... You can't move for the time being, but we'll try to find something to help you. Right, we do have Jägers. I do have a spare division here. I have Jägers here as well. Jägers would be quite nice over there, but we need to hold this position here. Okay. You are part of the 6th SS Panzer. There's only 2,000 of you. Really not much, is it? I'll move them forward just so they can be useful. Okay. We do have a division here. Right, we can see here this is a bit of a mess, so what we're going to do is we're going to basically concentrate our men. So we're going to move back. Move this back. Move that there. Okay. Infantry division here. Infantry division here. Alright. Now we do have a little bit of armor here. Jagdpanthers, okay. So we're going to have this roll to here as reserve. Okay. So I'll have these guys on reserve. Okay, that's looking good. Army Group G. I'm going to have you reassigned to the headquarters right nearby. It's weird that you're not there. I'll have you reassigned. Yep, you're good. Okay, now we can pull back from this position here. Obviously, we are abandoning a position with 3 defensive. But I'd be better off pulling back. Have a cavalry there. Security there. Oh no. Is that security? I thought I saw a security somewhere. We have a Cossacks here, but we have a division of Volksgrenadier. So I could move this up here. Which I will do. Have you moved there? Obviously that's going to cost me, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disband that unit. There we go. Why let it be killed off by the enemy? It's just going to give them some more victory points. Right, so that's the part of the line. I could pull back to here, but that would just enlarge. Now that's a really fine Panzer Division. I'd love to have that in the offensive over here. Okay. And then again, I'll keep it in reserve for now. Another Panzer Division. Yeah, it's a good amount of armor here, actually. Reserve? We do have some reserves over here. So I'll throw that down there. Let's have you on ready then. Okay. More reserves over here. Throw them down there. I can pull back here. Then again, that does tie up more enemy troops. Then again, they can be attacked from multiple angles, so it's a give and take. So I think we'll pull that back. If I can preserve men and material, I think that's more than worthwhile. Okay. Now we do have a Jäger Division. Gonna break that up. Gonna move on over here. There we go. Break this up. I'll move one brigade over here. So we've strengthened our defenses over here in Holland. Should help. We do have another division here, which I could throw into this mess. Have them move via rail. Yeah, didn't really help in the end, did it? Right, there we go. At least we have a second line. I will... Oh, will I? I don't know. I mean, I could commit them to that. We'll have to see. Because the thing is, in the end, if I form a secondary defensive line, should they push through, they're going to be fighting another line anyway. But then again, it's this British armour that I'm worried about. A significant amount of it. So that is basically that. This seems highly inefficient. That's so weird. But at least we are holding now. Same for here. I mean, they are most likely going to be attacked, but if it holds some of these troops down for the time being, I think that's going to be worthwhile. So what we're going to do then is we're going to end the turn. And pray. Basically pray, because it's probably not going to work. Okay, end turn. Let's see what the allies respond with. But we have made some progress here. Through the Ardenne. I mean, this is Baston over here. We are going to just basically avoid Baston. I mean, if we can grab it, we'll grab it. But ideally, I want to get through. That's what I want to do. That's what I need to do. See, the allies are doing a hell of a lot of sorties here. Interesting that they're using air transportation for their supplies. Okay, let's see how they're at now. Yep, attacking down here. Good, we held. Oh, ouch. Panzer Grenadiers have been forced back. That's no good. Held. Right, they held fairly well. Scratch that. See, it's going to be extremely difficult to try and hold this line. There's a lot of armor here. But the good news is they haven't moved to counter my offensive. Yep, we held there. Did they actually play reserve? Really? I mean, they've moved forward, so they haven't really been able to attack. So that's good for me. Means I save some men. Right. Defender... They held there. Tough though. They held quite nicely. Good. Good. Very good. Those are good positions. Part of the west wall of... Oh, good. Oh, wow. Very nice. Not surprised they had to, well, retreat there. Okay, now they're trying to push me. See, I knew they'd be attacked. I knew they'd be attacked. That's worked out well for us, because that's basically tied up a lot of resources that could have been better used elsewhere. Okay. What are we going to be presented with here? Is the question. I mean, I have peeled off quite a few panzers from the northern forces, but that's the thing, I need it. I was hoping they'd leave that open, but we'll see. There's Antwerp, my objective. We've held in some locations. Ooh, okay, that was interesting. Right, let's see if we can push through now. That's going to be the question here. It's kind of decided in turn 1 to 3, really. That's when you kind of know what's going to happen. Let's see if we can pull this off. Basically going to run the same missions, though not so, I don't know, maybe the same priority. As you can see here, we lost quite a lot of men, but the Allies lost quite a lot as well. Okay. We'll set the same directives. I need that information. Right, few air combat losses here. Not too many. Okay. So you can see here, they only have the brigades. We do have a decent amount of force. The issue is these panzers will be withdrawn in 3 turns. And that's bloody well not enough time for me. Okay, so we need to address the concerns in the west wall. So I can put that armor in there. Fill that in. Right, fill in that hole. They can be on reserve. They'd be better off on refit, in all honesty. Now we've lost this good defensive position, which is absolutely atrocious. I'm going to have to put those Panzergrenadiers into this. I could put these Panzergrenadiers into this as well. So I think I'm going to have to. Okay, refit. Reserve, sorry. Actually, you're on the front line, so you need to be ready. I do have a spare division over here. So I'll move you up here. You can move there. Okay, we have infantry, armoured. Right, so this is the main threat here. I'll have them there in reserve. You can move there. Okay. So we do have some security forces here. significant amount of men down here. So I could